Hi peepees! If you're watching this video, it's because you have high ammonia out of your tap water and you want to know how to keep your fish alive and flourish and get rid of that damn ammonia out of your fucking tap water. You're in the right place, guys. Hi guys, thanks for watching. So if you're here, I'm assuming that you've got high ammonia levels in your tap water, as I did. What happened with me, I did a regular fortnightly water change, and I tested the levels after, and it was high in ammonia. I'm like, oh, that's strange. So I did another 30% water change, and it was still high in ammonia. And oh, that's totally weird. So I tested my tap water, and lo and behold, it was zero point 0.5 parts per million ammonia. So, of course, I was in shock. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So I tested another tap in my unit. I tested the bathroom tap, and the same thing occurred. And then I thought, well, this is totally weird. So I went outside. I live in a block of units, and there's a tap all the way down the bottom on the way over the other side of the building. And I tested that tap water, and that came up 0.5 parts per million as well. I'm like, oh no, what the hell am I going to do? I just bought a new 5-foot tank, and it had 17 fish in it, and the ammonia levels were super high. I'm like, oh, I do not know what I'm going to do. So I had 17 fish in my new tank, and yeah, so it occurred to me, I thought, well, I can't add water, I can't add dirty water to the aquarium. Like they say 0.25 is the limit. Anything over 0.25 is toxic to the fish, and the water I'm pumping out is 0.5, so it's double the toxic level. So I'm thinking, what the hell am I going to do? I might have to go to the hardware shop and buy a whole bunch of containers, drive up to my parents' house, fill them up, and that was an ordeal. That was the only thing I could think to do. It was the only thing I could think that would solve the problem. And to be honest, that wouldn't have solved the problem, because I'd have to do that every week. But so if you've got the same problem, if you've got ammonia coming out of your tap, you're at the right place. I'm here to help you solve your problem. And solved it is for me, certainly. So what you have to do, if you've got dirty water coming out of your tap, you need to cycle the aquarium. Now, I never used to be fussed about cycling the aquarium. What I do a maybe fortnightly to monthly water change. And obviously I'd clear out the ammonia, nitrites and nitrates and replace it with about 50% fresh water, it used to be 0% ammonia. It used to be fine. But for some reason lately, the last month or so, it's been a disaster. So I don't know when the water levels will get back to normal, but regardless, what you have to do to get that tap water back down to 0 parts per million when it's in your tank is cycle your tank. Now, I've heard people say, yeah, cycling the tank. I never used to worry about it. I used to think, God, what's the point in that? I can just fill it up with fresh water, and there's no ammonia at all. It's just pure fresh water. But obviously that's not the case anymore. So what you need to do is cycle your aquarium. Now, with me, in the worst situation, my ammonia levels were up to 4 parts per million ammonia, which is dark green on the Cecum, the API freshwater master test kit. 4 parts per million. That's super toxic. So I was using a whole bunch of Prime. Trust me, guys, if you've got ammonia coming out of your tap water, you need Prime ASAP straight into that aquarium, and you need to be dosing every 24 hours. Absolutely. Without Prime, I would have lost all 17 of my fish, I'm convinced. With 4 parts per million ammonia, it was dark green on the test when it should have been bright yellow. It wasn't bright yellow, it wasn't a little bit green, it wasn't green, it was super dark green. I would have lost all of my fish, all 17 of them, had it not been for Prime. And you dose it they say 24 to 48 hours. I'd normally do it pretty much every 24 hours. I'd add a dose of Prime, a double dose of Prime, because there was so much ammonia in my tank. But anyhow, so that's what you got to do to get the water level, your ammonia levels back down. Now, another thing that you will need is Cecum Stability or some other beneficial bacteria colony. What I did, as soon as I got those high levels of ammonia, I added Prime. I added a whole bunch of Cecum Stability, which is a beneficial bacteria that breaks down the ammonia. and it didn't seem to be getting me anywhere. Like I tested it about 6 hours later. It was still super high ammonia. It was even higher. And I thought, oh my god. I went to bed thinking, oh, I was all stressful. I woke up super early the next morning because I was so stressed out about it. But okay, so what I did, I woke up the next morning, I did a water test, and lo and behold, there was no ammonia. Sorry, let me just clarify this. The night before, I did a water change, another water change, because the water it was coming out of my tap at 0.25 parts per million, and my aquarium was about 4 parts per million. So I did a water change, and mind you, there was so much debris in my aquarium, I could not believe it. I'd never done a water change when there had been so much debris in the water. It seemed like everywhere I searched on the gravel, it was bringing up poo and whatever else it was. I didn't feel like I was overfeeding them at all, but I suppose I must have been, because it's not just poop on the ground, it's also leftover food. But I thought they ate it all. But anyway, regardless. So I did a huge water change. And then I didn't do a water test straight after. I went to bed. I woke up the next morning. I did a test, and it came up 0 parts per million of ammonia. And I'm thinking, what the hell? Maybe there was something wrong with... Maybe I didn't put the right number of drops in. So I did another test, and yet, lo and behold, it was 0 parts per million ammonia. My tank had started the cycling process, literally overnight, with the beneficial bacteria that I added. And then I tested the nitrites, and the nitrites came up pretty high, about 5 parts per million. It was dark purple anyway on the test chart. And I'm thinking, sweet, so it's cycling. And then I tested it again, probably about another 6 or 7 hours after that. And it came up with no ammonia, no nitrates, and low levels of nitrates. Sorry, no ammonia, no nitrites, and low levels of nitrates. So I'm like, sweet, it's cycled. It literally cycled within the space of 2 days. Now, I've read on online articles that they say it can take weeks to months to cycle your aquarium. But I'm convinced that because of my Cecum Stability, the aquarium cycled super fast, and because I was using Prime, my fish weren't killed. So these are the results of the tests I did on my aquarium now. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, I've got 0 parts per million ammonia, 0 parts per million nitrites, and about 10 parts per million nitrates. Right in the Goldilocks zone. Oh yeah. So if you're in the same situation, if you've got ammonia in your tap water, use the tap water, dose it with Prime, add your Cecum Stability, and I'd say double or triple dose everything. Double, triple dose the Prime, especially if you're getting up to 4 parts per million like I was. Triple dose the amount of bacteria, the beneficial bacteria. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that the reason why the ammonia went down so quickly was because I had so much debris in the aquarium the night before that the ammonia, the denitrifying bacteria that develops super quickly, and then when I pulled out all the ammonia that was in the gravel, it took to the ammonia in the water column ASAP. So it really, I really built up a lot of bacteria, which is a good thing. But yeah, you need the ammonia in the tank to do that. And then when I flushed out all the ammonia during the water change, it came up good. So I hope this offers you guys some hope. Please let me know in the comments section if you've tried this or how you got past having high levels of ammonia, because it's toxic. It was 0.5 out of the tap. 0.2, I think I've been saying 0.25, but I really meant it was 0.5 out of the tap. 0.25 is what's toxic. So you need ammonia. If you're pulling anything over 0.25, you need you need Prime, ASAP, straight in your tank, straight away. Dose it every day, and you want to add the Cecum Stability or whatever bacteria colony you've got. I do recommend Cecum Stability. And yeah, so let me know how you guys went. I hope this is helpful to you. I know when I was looking, I only found one other fellow in Australia one other fellow in the whole world, should I say. So I hope this helps you guys out. Let me know if it does. Let me know how you go with this method, or if there are any other methods that you recommend. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. I've got a whole bunch of a whole lot of fish playlists, videos, and all sorts of other things. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Bye.